I am making a happy mess here, you guys, and I'm really excited about this fun project because it is starring a plant that's new to me. It's available right now. It's this Dragon Prince Cryptomeria, and look how cute it is. It looks almost like a succulent, doesn't it, Stuart? I mean, it's got kind of a fleshy look to it, but it's got a compact, kind of petite size, and it is going to, let's see, how tall? 2 to 3 feet high, 3 to 4 feet wide, so it's kind of a dwarf form, and it will be perfect for these 2 window boxes or rectangular boxes that I have that flank either side of the gate that goes into my backyard. So I've got some good potting mix in here. This obviously has drainage. And now I'm just going to tuck these in. I actually had something else in here. I had some Eugenia topiaries in here that I took out, and they had to overwinter in the greenhouse. So now I am doing kind of a winter planter. So I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. If I wanted to do, I could do 3 of these. And that looks kind of cool, and I really like that. But then I thought I wanted to do a classic green on white combo here with, this is kind of the star in the middle. So I'm going to take out this Kryptomeria, and let me see, what other attributes does it have? It's evergreen, obviously. It tolerates a wide range of soil, you guys, so that's brilliant if you garden in clay like I do. It's water-wise, no pruning needed, and I think it's going to be brilliant in here. And mostly, I just love the shape of it. So this one is really good quality. It's got a nice, loose, wonderful root ball. I moistened these, watered them really well before I'm putting them in. And I'm going to put this right in the middle. And as you see, it has kind of both a globular form, but it's also kind of free form, and I like that. So I'm just going to put this in the middle. And once I can see the other side, I can slightly tweak it if I need to. Now, I'll add some more soil here momentarily, but this is what's going to be fun, you guys. So I got from Colorblends some Carnegie Hyacinth bulbs. And these are the purest of pure white you can get, you guys. I've grown these before. They're 8 to 10 inches tall. They're going to bloom early. I have used these in window boxes before, and they did. Hi! Little neighbor is over there watching. I have done these in window boxes before, and they did just great. So I'm going to put some in here, and they will be planted about 2.5 times the depth, or the height rather, of the bulb. And I think I'm going to really pack them in fairly close. One thing about hyacinths is they get taller than you would think. And I kind of like to plant them pretty close together so that they support one another. So I've got 5 on that side, and now I'm going to do 5 on this side. Now, one of the reasons I love this design, you guys, is because these are going to be on either side of my gate, and when the wind blows, when the wind blows, there is going to be a fragrance that kind of gently wafts through the air as you approach the backyard. Really good bulb. Notice that I am not, or good quality bulb. Notice I'm not putting in any additional bulb food. I have found that bulbs pretty much have what they need in their own little package. And the nice thing is, if I wanted to keep these in here, I have found the hyacinths come back really well. Okay, so there is that layer. Okay. I can see you, but I can't talk right now, honey. Okay, so I've got lots of violas, and I've got some pansies. And I'm going to overplant these hyacinths with some of these. Now, what is this going to do? Well, it's going to give me some seasonal interest before the flower bulbs erupt. And see, really good, loose root balls. These are all going to bloom in white. And yes, they'll start being shaded out a bit when the bulbs surface, but that's okay, because by then it's going to be all about the hyacinths and those really dramatic plumes of white. But in the meantime, these guys, and I'll give these just a little gentle feed so they'll put on some flowers. Now, Stuart, if you'll show how some of these are kind of leggy, like right here, I'm going to pinch that back. I'm going to pinch off any dead blooms. I want these to flower some more. And once these get established in here, they've just been in their little 6-packs, awaiting, like everything else. Not only do I have to be patient after this storm, but all of my projects that I need to do, they also have to be patient in getting done. And fortunately, we've had kind of a protracted period of really nice warm weather, so it's nice compensation for that cold blast we had earlier on. So I'm going to plant it on this side as well. I'm going to just really like the pristine look of this all white. Now, you know who would like this, you guys? Is Linda Kavanaugh from Channel 4. Because she likes everything in just green and white. Now, you'll notice that when I've got these in, I'm roughing up the root ball just a little bit. But I am leaving about an inch or two at the top because I'm going to use some of that brilliant leaf mulch. I want that to spill out a little bit towards the front. But then I'll mulch it with some of that leaf mulch to kind of insulate it a little bit. I'll do the other one, I'll clean it up, and these are really going to be magnificent next spring. Okay, isn't that pretty? So now I'm going to take it, and I am just going to spread it around in here. This Worx mulcher. We'll take 10 bags of leaves and mulch it down to just 1. See how fine that is? It's going to be brilliant as a mulch. It's going to keep these plants moist. And I planted it so densely that you kind of don't see it. So there you go. Green and white for winter.